Hey guys, we're at Stevenson's house. We just Robert Louis Stevenson. We have my mom over here.
Hey.
Okay, damn, it's raining, bro. I'm currently filming this in like the coldest weather. Here's the door. I find it. Find it there. Door.
I don't think I open. How do we get in? I think it's the other one. Is it the other one? Can we go get that one?
Okay, wrong mistake. Go in.
Oh, then. Okay, there's one mom.
This is my mom.
Alright, we can move on.
This is a real museum.
Most of the time we sleep in here, that's why we have a reproduction display on that corner. He had a separate bedroom with his wife Fanny, so she sleeps next door. He wrote 13 books in Samoa for 4.5 years he lived here. So that's like one book for 4 months all done by hand. There were no computers or typewriters, so that's very prolific when you think about it. That doesn't include his poems, his prayers, his letters. So that's a lot of writings. Most of the books in the shelves are copies of his original books. Some are his collection on that corner. But here we have the first editions of the three best-known tales he wrote: Treasure Island, Kidnapped, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. All right, first editions, everyone, with a lot of money. So this is a very good contributions to our museum, and that was presented to display by the British High Commission in Wellington, New Zealand. All right, and that's about the library of Robert Louis Stevenson. If you're wondering about the fireplace, this fireplace, the family tried to use it once during our wet season. They thought it might warm up all their rooms on chilly nights, and maybe would dry up all Stevenson's bed sheets. But ending up filling this whole house with smoke. I mean, there's not enough cold air to push that smoke up to the chimney, and also local builders were unfamiliar how to build proper chimneys. So that's why it didn't work, and that's why the family never used it again. You can also see they have bed warmers. Samoa don't need bed warmers, we need bed coolers. Maybe put some ice in there and put it under our beds. But anyways, these are all to make them feel at home, like they're in Scotland. And that's about the library. I guess we're going to go to the next room. And don't forget, you're welcome to come back to all these rooms and another good look.
Going in. Going to the store. Oh. Going to the door. Guys, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So creepy. Here's the mirror of darkness. We got it. We got it. Huh?
Do you know how to turn it on?
Oh, no.
By just sensing your hand. Now, like, yep. Yep.
We got the scary lamp.
I don't know.
We got all these beautiful pictures. And we got this out of bounds area. Creepy. Here's the bedroom. Very creepy. My opinions, but okay, this is just creeping me out. Robert Stevenson's bedroom. Here's it now. A beautiful thing. And this is out of bounds, so it can't go there, guys. Look at that thing. So cool. Let's go back to family. Civilization.
On the plane. We'll probably take a look at kilos. Probably 23
Guys,
kilos
look.
already. A sewing machine, they did a lot of sewing. The original one was a Singer, but you can see that's a Jones metal sewing machine. And look at the way they clothed themselves back in the days with the long sleeves, jackets. It must have been very hot. Fanny, his wife, went back to the States after Stevenson died. She died in Santa Barbara, California, 1914. Her daughter came back with her ashes and she's buried together with Robert Louis Stevenson at the top of the mountain. So they're both together up there, and that's the good news. I'm happy and glad that they're both together up there because I've learned so much about Fanny. Fanny sacrificed herself so much for Robert Louis Stevenson. She had to live in Samoa in this very hot and humid climate, raised her children in a Samoan way of life, depending on fishing and plantation back in the days. I mean, everyone, we're talking about back in the days. Imagining the import and export back in the days. It takes a while. It was not easy for her to look after her family, but she had to endure all of that because of her love for Robert Louis Stevenson. And her only wish is to be buried together with him, so she deserves to be together with him. So that's why I'm happy she's together with him. And that's about Fanny's room. If you have any questions so far, I'm very happy to try and answer it for you. But if you're ready, we'll go to the next room. And do not forget, you're welcome to come back to these rooms if you like to have another look.
Guys, we're at the another creepy room. Hey, yo. Look, it's just more creepier. It's more creepy. Look at these, like, paintings and stuff. Guys, we have some more creepy stuff. I showed you this before, but we're going back. Guys. Okay,
Inside Isabel's room. Isabel is Fanny's daughter, stepdaughter Robert Louis Stevenson. I hope you can see her photo here with the local man. She's just in the middle there, wearing the long velvet dress. And imagining wearing velvet in Samoa, that's super hot. Samoans, they call her Te Wila. Te Wila is very common in Samoa. That's the national flower of Samoa, which is a ginger plant. She loves the ginger plant. Not only that, she's got red hair, and that's why Samoans call her Te Wila. In fact, they gave everybody Samoan names. They call Robert Louis Stevenson Tusitala, which is writer of stories and a storyteller. They call Fanny Aulele. Aulele in English is flying clouds. She was always dressed in long white dresses, flying around everywhere. She was a busy lady and she keeps all the Samoans busy. And that's why they call her Aulele or the flying cloud. But Isabel here, her Samoan name is Te Wila. Te Wila was a very good artist, illustrated most of Robert Louis Stevenson's books. She was his secretary. When he doesn't feel well, he would dictate to her. She does all the writings, and that's why they were very close. She was married to an American man named Joel Strong, and they had a son named Austin. Her husband was a very alcoholic man. They had a lot of problems even before they came to Samoa. So what happened here in Samoa? They got divorced. Joel Strong went back to the States, and we learned he remarried. Te Wila, she died as a widow. She never had any other children apart from her little son, Austin. Her son died very young. He was only 46 years old when he died, and that's because of a heart attack. This is why there are no descendants of this family. Robert Louis Stevenson was the only child of his family, and he never had any children. Austin was the only child of this family, and he did not have any children. So it's just stopped there, and it just died out. It's a very sad ending for this family, but his writings lives on forever. Treasure Island will live on forever, and I know his legacy in Samoa will live on forever. All right, so everyone, that's about Isabel's room. Furniture's all in here. These are replicas. As I mentioned, his wife sold most of the originals after he died, and that's why we don't have it. We've been trying to trace it all around the world, but very difficult to find. Some we know where they are. People don't want to bring it back here. They want to keep it for themselves. Some, you'll find them in the Monterey Museum of Robert Louis Stevenson in San Francisco, California, and also the Robert Louis Stevenson Museum in Scotland. All right, so that's what happened to the originals. Right, do you have any questions so far? All good? All right, well, we'll
I'm
go to-
recording.
Oh, you're recording? Well, make sure you have everything, but don't post me on Facebook. Everyone,
I was just posting the story though.
that's good. That's very good. It's good for your school. You can write something about it. Right. All right, we're going to go to the next room, everyone. That's good. You can watch it again and again, and then you never know, you might be a tour guide of the museum.
Here we go, back to the scary. I'm filming for my school. Huh? I'm filming for... Here's this scary basement. We got these scary lamps, the flashing light, and a bunch of pictures. Cool. Dashy bro. Look at this. All these awards and medals. Look. Look, bros. Look. Get all these. Look at that. 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 More of that. There's it go? Ukulele. Broken. Very. Look at all these pictures. Back upstairs, everyone. Back to the light of. Here's the food.
Here's a beautiful photo of her up here. And she looks
Beautiful
exactly
bed.
like Queen Victoria. These two photos were actually taken in Honolulu, Hawaii, with the late King of Hawaii, King David Kankau, and this is where the family actually learned and discovered Samoa. Samoa was never on Robert Louis Stevenson's list. Samoa was never on his mind to have. But in Honolulu, Hawaii, that's where he actually learned about Samoa and many other Pacific islands. He wanted to continue that journey just to get ideas for his writings. But when he arrived here, he said he has never felt better in his life until he arrived in Samoa, and that's because of our climate. Our climate makes him feel better with his lung problems. He said our people were very friendly to him and his family. He noticed the culture was very different, and that gets a lot of ideas for his writings. And that's why he wanted to live here. So he was actually looking for a land. He wanted to purchase a land here. And there was an American businessman named Harry J. Moores who owned the first motel in Samoa called Tivoli Motel. Harry J. Moores knew Robert Louis Stevenson.
Just don't touch anything, okay, baby?
Oh my god, this creepy trippy thing. So trippy. Can't even see it. Open, Jesus Christ.
Tommy, you can't touch anything. Don't touch anything, you'll get in trouble.
No, look.
Come here, Baba.
I know.
Take a photo of me.
Shut your mouth. Don't touch me. Okay, guys, we're gonna end the vlog here.